What's up, party people? Your boy BQ checking in from Indianapolis, Indiana. I just wrapped up with Squared Circle Expo. I go to this thing every year. It's the fourth year now, I believe. And shit, life was a lot easier living in Illinois, driving 3 hours, 3.5 hours to this thing. Now catching a flight from Vegas, and we took a red eye, not because I had to, but it's substantially cheaper, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We took a red eye out here, and one of my favorite states and cities to visit, as a matter of fact, Indianapolis. I've always said if I live anywhere, I live here because I love the Midwest. I love my time living in the Midwest in Illinois. You know, I love the slow pace of life of the Midwest. Not really a fan of the traffic and all that shit where I'm at right now, but neither here nor there. So I met several TNA stars, and these were stars that I've never met, never had interaction with before. So that was kind of the cool thing. Sometimes I go to these events and it's like the same people, you know what I'm saying? And or especially if I go to a TNA show, a lot of the times, I mean, but prior to Hard to Kill, I haven't been to anything in years, but it was always like the same group of people I was meeting, and I'm like, fuck, man. So this was cool because it was just some people I hadn't run into before. But you know, met a lot of AEW, NWA people formerly of WWF, WWE, you know, the Indies, all that good shit. So if you ever get a chance, it's in April every year in Indy, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. They're just inviting more people. I mean, I remember the first year I came, I was spending pretty freely. I didn't really have a budget, and I spent $500, you know? This time, I'm not spending as freely. I'm kind of trying to watch my spending because there were so many people there. I was like, I'm going to go fucking broke. I spent $900, and that was trying not to spend money. You know what I'm saying? So it's there's just a lot of folks here, man. It's a really cool event. It's very well organized. But let's see who we run into from TNA. The few people I didn't get pictures with, I didn't do Brian Myers because I met him once before and he just didn't really say a whole lot. So, you know, cross it off the list, you know, move on to the next one. I didn't go up to Frankie Kazarian because dude blocked me on Twitter. So, I mean, I can't go up to him after that. I mean, come on now. Christy Hemme I wanted to get to, just really didn't get a chance. You can only have so much cash on you because the ATMs run out of money really quick there, so you got to bring it with you, and it's a little hard to manage your funds because you don't know what the prices are or who you want to go see. Or you have an idea of who you want to see, but sometimes they're not there even though they're advertised. So didn't get a chance to chop it up with her. Or Mickey James was another, but I met Mickey James a few times. She always worries me because she says she knows me from somewhere, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I prefer not to be recognized by anyone. Let's see. So Zaya Brookside, cute as a button in real life, man. She is so tiny. Killer Kelly, that was a big one off the bucket list that, you know, wanted to chop it up with. I let her know that if you follow me on Twitter, you might have saw the Disney Pixar animation I did of her one time called Cakes, a graphic, and she definitely knew who I was from that. She was cool, not overly talkative, but she was pretty cool. Some of the ones that, man, AJ Francis was the one that shocked me, that he was just very, very cool, talkative. We laughed a lot, really chopped it up, man, about just what he's doing, and Rich Swann. And he said when Joe Hendry did the Cheez-It thing, that Cheez-It actually paid him more money after that, you know, after that video he did. So he was like, it's all love, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was really great chopping it up with him. I'm an even bigger fan now. We talked to Crazy Steve for a real long time. I've met Crazy Steve before. Talked with him for a real long time, just talking about his gimmick. And I guess he's got a music video kind of coming out for his new, not like him singing, but he had a band do a music video for his theme song, and I think that's gonna be part of his entrance graphic here soon, or entrance video, I should say. But we were just kind of laughing about, all the dark and the smoke and all this shit for his entrances over the years, and he's just like, I can't see shit. I just don't want to trip and fall down. So it's always real cool talking with Steve. Who else did we chop it up with? I chopped it up with Rebel, and it was really interesting because we were talking about her TNA time. If you guys remember, she returned at one point, but they never put her in the Knockouts roster. She had a gimmick, like she had a cowboy hat, and she was doing backflips off the ropes and all that shit, like just doing like cool shit, and like she clearly improved in the ring. And she was kind of telling me she was a little frustrated because she was trying to stay on with the company, but they were kind of like, well, we don't have anything for you, and we're just trying to find the right storyline. And, she said after a while it just didn't happen. So she was really disappointed about that, as was I, because I remember at the time I really wanted her to stay on because I loved the growth she had shown in the ring. I had an interesting talk with VSK because I was telling him about, I really enjoyed the learning tree when they were doing that. And that I thought it had a lot of legs to continue, and I was just really shocked when they just like cut it off out of nowhere, because it was a fun gimmick, like him bringing the jobbers out and trying to like train them and all that shit. And he said that he really enjoyed it, he loved doing it, and then when they just showed up for a set of tapings one day and they were like, hey, we're getting rid of it, like no explanation, no nothing, they just. So he said he was really disappointed in it, but it kind of worked out, because then he started working with Cardona and NWA, and ultimately started doing some AEW / ROH stuff. So I mean, he said it all kind of worked out, but he was pretty disappointed in that. Chopped it up with Allie. I'm not under the impression she's coming to TNA anytime soon. She hit me with the never say never, but I was not under the impression she's in talks with them. Talked with the Hex, who I'm very, very cool with them. Very cool with them. They know my kids and everything at this point. Talked to them about we're going to see them anytime soon, and they said they hope so, but was not under the impression. They would have told me if they were in talks. I'll put it like that. They're not going to. Those girls aren't going to bullshit me. I don't feel they were in talks, but they would like to be. They need to be, because this fucking tag team division's a nightmare. Who else? Dirty Dango was someone that shocked me. Was very fucking cool. And it's almost like he lives the gimmick, because he's sitting at the table. He brings almost nothing. It's almost just like an empty table. Like he looks like he doesn't want to be there. He's telling the fans to, hey, get pictures with these guys around him. You know what I mean? But he was cool, and I let him know that I enjoyed what he was doing right now, that he's been doing some good work, and he genuinely appeared shocked. He's like, oh, you see that stuff? I'm like, yeah, that's my favorite company. He goes, oh, like, it's almost like he knows there's not a lot of eyes on TNA. He's very realistic about it, type of shit. But him and his boy Breeze were together, man, and I mean, they were as fucking friendly as you can be. They were awesome. Trying to think who the fuck else was there. I said Mickey James was there, but I didn't get a chance to chop it up with her. It said Zaya Brookside, Killer Kelly. Myron Reed was there. I didn't watch this last episode of Impact because we were in transit. So he has a TNA, one of his autograph photo things, whatever, was TNA. So I'm under the impression he's going to be around going forward, especially with this gimmick, not gimmick, but storyline where the Rascals broke off from Macklin. So I'm kind of under the impression that's going to be a thing. Mason Mansour, whatever. I think they're like M&M now or something. I know it's MXM. I just don't understand. I don't know what it's actually called, but a couple of very nice guys as well. They confirmed with me that they chopped it up with, backstage at TNA. Kind of made it sound like stay tuned, So I think we'll definitely see them. I don't know spoilers for jack shit, so some of you guys might be like, oh yeah, we already know they're coming. I don't fucking know. So, yeah. I like them, though. They're cool. I'm down for any tag team. You know what I'm saying? At this point. Give us tag teams. Let me hit pause here for a second, folks, because I'm trying to think if I forgot anybody. Oh, Mustafa Ali was there. He was only there Friday. I forgot he was only there Friday, so I fucking missed out on meeting him. That pissed me off. Nick Nemeth was there. Got to chop it up with him for a little bit. Let him know we're going to be at Rebellion and we are hard to kill and all that good shit. So he was he was very, very nice as well. And then, yeah, man, lots of people, though, like AEW, NWA, just like, you know, fucking OVW, freaking, you know, just lots of legends there and all that shit, man. It's a real good time. Definitely something you wanna get to if you get the opportunity. There was a few people I didn't get a chance to meet. Some of the lines were just entirely too long for some of them. Some of the prices for me were a little like, I don't know about that. So hopefully I'll catch them next time around. I talked with Tiffany Nieves for a long time from NWA. If you guys remember, she had a match on Impact. It was like an OVW showcase or some shit like that. And it was like, it was a very short match. I think she actually won, but that's when they debuted Killer Kelly. Like, Killer Kelly came out and choked them out and all that shit. So she was saying that she appreciated the opportunity, but kind of wished they could have, you know, kind of shown their thing a little bit. But she understands there's levels to this in wrestling, and sometimes you just got to roll with the opportunity you get. That's what they got. They were grateful for it, you know. So, but man, I think that was it, man. If I think anything of anyone else that I kind of ran into, chopped it up with, there was a couple listeners that said what's up to me, but definitely trying to promote this as well. If you guys get the opportunity, you know, these are, as to me, the next best thing to WrestleCon. You know, there's just so many. It's like you just don't have enough money for everyone that's there. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, that's it for me. I've been talking here for a little bit, but I'm gonna sign off. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be reviewing Impact this week because I haven't watched it yet since I've been gone. So we'll see. I'll probably drop a little video tomorrow to let you guys know if it's happening or not. So I'm your boy, BQ, and I'm out. Peace.